Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Yeggin. I'm here in the glass world. I told you all I was going to take a little break and I wasn't going to come back to recording until I had either found something great or had done a bunch of work. And I think you can probably tell from that little peek that you just saw, I've done a bunch of work. It also means I haven't really found anything great yet. I feel like great is coming, but yes, I'm going to show you what I've done. I've done a lot. Yeah, and I'm also going to ask a couple questions. I find that I'm getting some really good feedback in the comments on the YouTube videos. That being said, please like and subscribe to the videos, and share them around or do whatever. I've got a nice solid core group of people watching the videos, and I appreciate every one of you. It makes it a little more fun to play this game. So let's take a look at what I've got going here. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, the first thing I'm going to need to do is step over my jack-o'-lantern lighting system for my rail line. Yes, I added this because I knew I was going to start putting in a bunch of dirt, and I wanted to try to create some light to keep mobs from spawning. I've got a pen here where I've collected some more skeletal horses. Lightning strikes sometimes leave skeleton traps on the glass, as we saw in an earlier episode, and so I figured I might as well collect these guys and keep them from wandering off. I got some very worthless chickens. These guys have been in here for a long time. Now, these chickens came from mob spawning, and they were actually in my grinder all the way on the other side, like 1,000 blocks that way. And I had name tags, so I named the chickens so they wouldn't de-res, and I managed to capture them, and then put them in a minecart and got them all the way here, and they don't lay eggs. No, not one egg in the entire time they've been here. It's been like a month since I've made a video, and I've had them almost that entire time. No eggs. Hey, look at their names. What do we got? We got names for these chickens. What do we got here? We got Chizikin and Jame. That's how you pronounce that one. Jame. Okay, and no eggs. So I guess maybe it's 2 male chickens. Is that right? Is that how you... I don't know, whatever. No eggs. I need eggs. Is there something you can feed these guys to make them lay eggs? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so cat's out of the bag. I built quite a lot since you were here. I've tried to make the world look a little more like a real world. As you can tell, it still looks like just mud flats, which sucks. I suppose I could, you know what? If I can never find grass, I could just plant crops on everything. It's not an elegant solution. It won't look right, but at least it will look green, and it won't just be these same trees too. You saw that last episode, I found a bunch of trees. I found like 3 trees now, but they've all been the same kind of tree. I'd really love to find a different kind of tree to add some variety, but we'll get there. Okay, over here, you might notice this looks a little different. A lightning strike lit my forest on fire. I wish I'd been recording so you could have seen my panicked attempt to put out a forest fire from trees planted this close together with a bucket of water. That was fun. I started cleaning it up, and then I decided, no, I'll leave it so I can show it in the video. Now, of course, mobs spawn up on those things and drop down randomly on me in the dark, which is great. Every once in a while, I'd get completely ambushed by mobs now, so I do need to clean it up. Yeah, I have done a ton of work. Remember that I was blowing this area out with creepers. I was mining with creepers in the last episode, and look what we've got here. We've got a nice little spot. If I had some grass blocks, this would look fantastic. This is beginning to look, you'll see I've added some randomized blocks here and there. Even some, just like if you were playing the game. See, we got some coal down there as if you were actually coming along and finding this. This looks, if you were down here right now, aside from the fact that there's no grass, you might think you were in a real Minecraft world. Not that this was entirely a facade. And it is a facade. All you gotta do is take 1 block out and you see that there's glass. It's just built on, it's built on a lie. Like society. Alright. So, once again, I do like this kind of, you can see through the water at the bottom, and we'll just pretend it's like a weird reflection of the sky. So, okay. So that's that. That thing is still full of creepers. I had some terrible creeper explosion mistakes that blew the front off my building and let all the creepers out and then blew up all the glass around it. Once again, I wish I'd been recording. It would have been true comedy. You would have loved it. That's why we have these holes here, because we had a creeper fiasco. So let's do this. Let's take a look. Now, I really built something I'm happy with here. real quickly, let's show you over here before we get into the village, because the village is cool. I've been doing, as you can see, I've been doing a lot of creeper mining, creeper shaping, landscaping. This is going to be a big valley, but I'm not going to do it on, you saw how I do it. I got a piece of advice that said light the creepers with flint and steel. I now have a Unbreaking 3 flint and steel just for that purpose. So thank you for that tip, because it does make it a little bit easier and less randomized. I'm going to move my creeper building out into the distance so that I can start, because right now I've got to drag them all the way from there all the way to here, and it takes a long time for each explosion. Okay, so let's just run you around before we get to the village. We're going to run the whole thing. Remember, every one of these pieces of dirt, I said this at the end of the last episode, every one of these pieces of dirt came out of one of those rooms, one of those dirt rooms. So I have really been spending a lot of time just out in the world searching and mining and going through shovels and running back and forth, filling up an e-chest with dirt, just doing it all to get this ready to be able to have this world. Okay, so see, remember I said I wanted to be able to stand and see nothing but a Minecraft world with no hint of the glass, and I'm almost at the point now, like right there. I mean, it's a flat land. I want it to be a little better than that. And it doesn't look right, because you're not going to find a Minecraft world with no grass. But I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. It's not, but, you know, all you got to do is jump and see the glass in the background. Or just move a little bit and see the glass there. I want to be able to make a panoramic view. A panoramic view of the world and see no glass. That's going to take a while. But, I mean, I've got nothing else to do. Sometimes I'll take a long time in between videos and just do a bunch of this work, getting the world together, and come back and show you massive progress. So let's come back over to the iron farm. You can see that's working. I don't even pick up iron now that I find in the world. I let it go to keep the slot open so that I can get dirt, because I know this thing is making all the iron I'm ever going to need. I'm going to end up making an iron building, because that's a lot of iron to work with. I'll be able to make a lot of blocks. So let me show you the village. Let me show you the issue that I have with the village, and then we'll fix the issue I have with the village, and we'll move on. I'll walk around the outside. I made an orchard, basically, for my villagers. And when I say for my villagers, I was under the impression that if I built a village with a certain number of doors, villagers would generate. But that's old Minecraft. They only breed now. Apparently they don't generate on their own. So I kind of thought that I would build this thing, you know, actually build a village that looks like what would happen if you had a normal Minecraft world. And I'd get villagers, and that's not the case. So you can see I came in here, and that's obsidian, not wool, so they got a really expensive light post. I came in here and built all the stuff that you build, you know. I've got my blacksmith enclosure here. I've got a butcher shop. It's got everything. It's got the you know, it's got this for slaughtering poor little animals, and it's got the whole, you know, back area thing that they have. There were plans online that I found that showed how to, you know, Minecraft has them up, showed how to make a village. And so I just used those plans. I gave them a little bit bigger planting area than is standard, but I thought, you know, it's the same basic style. You've seen this before if you played the game. Well, right in the center, I used moss blocks for the roads because I thought it looked cool. Got a great big house here, a bunch of smaller houses for other, you know. And of course, I made one of them be a little unique. The one guy on the block that he wants his special house. He's got nether brick. He risked a little more to get the materials for his place or her place. Maybe it's you know what? Villagers don't have any gender. That's, Minecraft looking into the future, seeing humanity. That there's no gender for villagers. But you know what? They still read. Genderless, but they read. So I even built this library. Did I say library? Come on. I'm an adult, right? Am I? Library. I even built this for them, but they is not a thing. They don't exist. So we're going to put some villagers in here in this episode. But before we do it, I want to show you one cool thing about my village that is different than probably any village you've encountered in Minecraft before. And here's what it is. It's my well. Unlike other wells, my well goes somewhere. All right, this is going to be attempt number 2 here because I just tried to show you my well. You haven't seen it because I cut that part out. I tried to show you what was special about my well, and it was nighttime, and you couldn't see. And so that was kind of lame. But here I am in my village. It's a nice village, and at least there's a little bit of green from the walkways, even if we don't have grass. All right, let me show you the well now that it's daylight, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. My well is different than other wells in other villages for this reason. It goes somewhere. It's dark. Okay, so apparently the darkness from the dirt above is just keeping this view from being seen. It was able to be seen before, but this water goes straight down to the stronghold underneath. So if you pop into there, you can get into here. What are those holes up there? That's interesting. What am I looking at there? Oh, holes in the ground. Huh. Okay. So that's kind of a cool little escape route, although it's not it's not really going to be much of an escape route. There's not anyone in here to escape from. I wish I could make this into a server and other people could play on it. And maybe that's even possible. Again, that would be something someone could talk about in the comments. I've been kicking around the idea it would be kind of fun to have an anarchy server that was a glass world like this, and everyone would be constrained by the same, the same problems that I have. No sand, no a few other things, but you'd really have to get away from spawn and go find a world for yourself. People would probably have to build bases in the end or in the nether for them to be more hidden, Okay, so as you may have suspected already, I had come up with a way to solve my villager problem. And here it is. I repurposed my railway to go into the village. And, as I did before, I healed up some zombie villagers and made myself some villagers. So let's get those guys into the village, populate that thing, and move on. Alright, buddy. Get out of here. These guys are such jerks. They don't move when you want them to. Yeah. I'm saving your life. I'm getting you away from the monsters. And you just want to just stay here, I guess. You don't want to go to your new home. Come on. We're going to our new home. Go. 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 Stubborn. Trying not to curse in these. Stubborn guy. I wasn't going to say stubborn, something that starts with a B. Hey, there we go. I'll follow him now. I would follow him. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Into the village. Boom. And now? Oh, he's trying to run home? He's just running around checking it out, I guess. But he's here. Yeah. What's your name, Hosen? Alright, Hosen. This is your new home. Don't try to run away. This is where you live. I'm going to get some friends for you. We're going to come back. Do this all over again. And you can go, ha. Let's see if I can do this. What's he doing? He's just standing there in the middle of the field. He's outstanding in the field. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you're next. Who are you? What's your name? Human Dork? Who came up with a stupid name like that? Alright, Human Dork. Let's see you go visit your friend Hosen. Hey, he didn't run away. He didn't run away, but he blocked my cart. That's lame. Hey. Yeah. He's trying to run away. Alright, human dork. Hosen's here. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Hosen decided to go into the house and make it his own. So that's pretty cool. I'll be back with more of your friends, though I don't know you deserve them. What's your name? Blozen. We got a Hosen and a Blozen. Who comes up with these names? I know the answer to that question, people. Alright, at least you didn't get in my way that time. Oh, you went right into... Well, these guys are going into places, checking them out. That's cool. Claiming houses and stuff. I'm into that idea. I'm into the villagers acting like villagers. That's cool. You can see them through the window in there. Yeah, who are you? Floonch. Alright, Floonch. What are you? Oh, you're just like Hosen. It's okay. I'll trade with you guys and get you all excited, and then you'll make some babies, and we'll have some more villagers in the village. Hey. No. Yeah. That seems like Blozen. He's doing that all the time. There we go. Floonch. Go find a place to hang out. Okay. So now they say you've got to put some food in their trade spots. So I'm going to see if I have any food. And then that'll make them want to breed with each other. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and feed them carrots, wheat, and potato and see what that does. We'll give each of them some. See if that makes them want to trade. So we'll give potatoes to one and the carrots to another. See who we've got. They're all into houses. I think that's pretty good. So I feel like I built them for a reason. Alright, Hosen. We're going to give you potatoes. Alright, buddy. You should trade with your friends. Alright, Blozen. We're going to give you carrots. Split the wheat up. What do we got here? Humidork. I'm going to give you some wheat. And who's that leave? Blozen? There you are. Oh, Floonch. Alright, Floonch. You get the rest of the wheat. I don't know why you guys all split up, went and got your own homes. You can do whatever you like in this life. You've got stuff to trade now. You can hang out in here. You should be safe. Yeah. Now, I like it. I like this world that I've built. I just wish I had some grass. It's really the thing I need just to make myself happy about it. Put this stuff away. Oh yeah, I found a lot of rail. I found a lot of rail. I found a lot of dirt. I found a lot of just about everything because I've been spending my time out in the world getting the supplies that I needed to build this world. And it took a long time. And I'm happy with it. Even though I've got worthless chickens that won't lay eggs and undead horses instead of real horses. You'll see I've got some burning markers out there. Those have a purpose. I am marking off the area on the 100 square blocks that I have already mined out. So when I've gone there and I've got all the dirt and I've got all the green, all the moss stone and all the chests, I mark off the area so I know where not to go. And those are beacons that lead me back home also. So I don't have to necessarily always check the coordinates to figure out where I'm at. Oh, I can kind of do it by the sun and the moon now because I've been doing this for a while. So, see, this lights the area pretty well. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought the jack-o'-lanterns made this look a little more like a rail line or something. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's the game for right now. If you look, I mean, I kind of like this. I've got a bit of a view. I could start there. Start there. I'll show you a bit of a sweeping view before we hit glass again of my world. It's still too flat and it's still too brown. So we're going to change that somehow. I don't want to plant on everything. It just won't look right. It'll just look like a garden. I need that grass block. I'm finding weirder and weirder stuff when I range the further out I go. Weird glitches. There's been some strange stuff. I've been finding rail that generated in the air with no block beneath it, like air rail. That I think there's strange things out there, and I still believe that I can find grass. I don't know about sand. For some reason, here's the reason. With sand, I have found the situations where I believe sand should be, where water generated touching stone. And no. And dirt, water generated touching dirt. And it just, in no case has it even made one block of sand. So, sand is a dream. Grass might be a reality. Grass will change everything. So now I have a village with villagers that are hopefully in there, breeding, doing their thing, doing their one gender dance. And then, I'm going to replant. I'm going to fix the forest that burned down from the lightning and try to build more of a world. So at the very least, I'm going to, build up on the edges, build up on one edge, build down on the other, mountains and valleys, give this thing some, make it so that this flat area just seems like my villagers chose to build in a flat area in between spaces where it was available. It won't look so strange that everything's flat. All right, well, that's kind of boring. I don't know how long it'll be till the next video. I'm going to make a video when I have something to show you like I did this time, but there will be more. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I have an entire world. So until next time, thanks for coming out. See you later.